Yes, they finally let me sneak a gaming list onto the wrestling channel. My worlds collide at last. So, if you're a big fan of the WWE 2K series, you'll have noticed that the game seemed to be moving towards simulator territory, albeit a simulator which doesn't let you perform half the match types, but I digress. Back in the day, though, the WWE games were much more arcade-like and over-the-top, with insane match stipulations, weird characters, and Bam Bam Bigelow going on a killing spree. Oh, trust me, we'll get to that later. So while 2K keeps straightening the laces on the franchise's boots, let's take a look back at some examples of when the WWE got WW weird. With this in mind, I'm Jules of WhatCulture.com, and these are 8 WWE video game moments that were flat out weird. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. And if you like this list, then pop over and visit us on the gaming channel. It's just as passionate about things, but with less Adam Cleary, thank f***. Number 8. The ref wins. Here Comes the Pain. Is Here Comes the Pain the best PS2 wrestling video game ever made? Yes it is, and I'll don my Simon Miller impression now to tell you why. The gameplay was spot on, fusing arcade action and easy-to-master controls. The included career mode was immersive to say the least, and the roster was more swollen than Vince McMahon is for Roman Reigns. And you could also end up with the matches being dominated by the referee. Yes, that's right, it was possible for the referee to duff you up in THQ's 2003 classic and scale each turnbuckle like he was Steve Austin in his prime. It's not even that hard to do, just attack the ref with a powerbomb, for example, and he'll reverse it into this sweet-looking DDT. Then the bell will sound and another official will bizarrely raise the referee's hand as though he's the victor. That's not all though, because the ref will then either stomp or verbally chastise the player's character and perform his own victory celebration. Brilliant. Number 7. Crush Hour in general. Who doesn't want to hear legendary announcer Jim Ross excitedly proclaim that Rob Van Dam has picked up the twisty rockets, or that Trish Stratus has just run Brock Lesnar off the road and caused him to burst into a ball of flames? Welcome to WWE Crush Hour, a 2003 creation from THQ that awkwardly encourages players to layeth the rubber down. Vicar. The general gist of this absurd experiment is that Vince McMahon has taken over television, which is his literal goal in real life. As a result, TV is now known as the WWE Network. I mean, how's that for foreshadowing? And McMahon needs different shows to fill up his channels. On one station, Kane likely hosts a cookery show. On another, Santino Marella probably hosts The View, and on this particular channel, the rest of the WWE roster pay tribute / rip off Twisted Metal and engage in some good old vehicular combat. There's not a wrestling ring or wrist lock in sight, and instead you've got more vehicles smashing than a Transformers porno. Number 6. Hell hath no fury like Bam Bam Bigelow. WrestleMania, the arcade game, was an odd fellow. Taking heavy inspiration from the Mortal Kombat games, we got a ridiculously over-the-top brawler that showed off the weird and wacky side of wrestling. The Undertaker totaled people with tombstones, Doink pimp-slapped people with inflatable hands, and Lex Luthor was also there. Now, winning a match was tough enough, but beating the game was an exercise in punishment. However, if you could climb this oily pile, you were rewarded with some comical ending notes for your character. Yokozuna destabilizes America, Shawn Michaels receives death by Snoo Snoo, and Bam Bam Bigelow, well, he straight up f***ing kills everyone. He gets godlike fire powers, then burns the audience to cinders, and after stopping to remember that he's WWE Champion, aka the most pertinent bit of this tale, he then leaves to become Lord of the World. God, where is this creativity in the storytelling nowadays, WWE? Come on. Number 5. Head. Attitude. Going back to Attitude today won't end well, trust me on that. It's much more frustrating than you remember. However, if you do take that complicated road, you'll get the chance to play as some of the most memorable characters of that era, like Stone Cold, The Rock, and Al Snow's Head. It doesn't have any arms, legs, or even a body, but luckily Head has gloves and boots on so you can still kick ass and see how it's going down. Although, after remembering the noises Head makes when you're selecting it in the character select menu,
I suffer from insanity when you can enjoy it.
Maybe it's worth picking somebody else. Number 4. The Druid Battle Royale. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. If WWE 2K19 includes a career retrospective on The Undertaker, then we demand that moments like these found in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011's Road to WrestleMania be included. There, players could choose from Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, or their own creator wrestler and try to end the Taker's Mania winning streak. That's when one of the oddest moments in WWE gaming occurs. Arriving at one of the shows, already in your ring gear of course, the chosen character finds everything bathed in a purplish hue. From there, a meeting with one of the Undertaker's Druids leads to a battle royale against 14 of the hooded beggars. I am not making this up. Win and you'll be whisked away to another cutscene that shows the confused wrestler celebrating a regular battle royale win like nothing happened. The commentators wonder why they appeared to be in such a daze during the match, and the story somehow gets even weirder from there. Number 3. Zombie Santino Marella, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Long before THQ decided that Druid Battle Royale should be a thing, they were playing around with zombification in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. This time, players took control of The Undertaker and tried to stop a faction called News School, which is teeth-shatteringly hip and trendy, isn't it, my fellow young adults, from ending his WrestleMania winning streak. They do so by turning opponents like Santino Marella and Finlay into zombies that work for them. The Boogeyman, of all people, ends up being the leader of the group, but turns out to be powerless as Taker uses his magical skills to turn Santino or Finlay green mid-match and have them switch sides. Somehow Kane is shoehorned into this story too and becomes an enforcer for the Boogeyman's motley crew. It's so batshit that you almost expect Katie Vick to make an appearance. Number 2. Steven Richard gets a Big Show push. No mercy. This one is just really funny because a real-life event ended up affecting WWF No Mercy in such an odd way. So going back to WrestleMania 2000, we all remember the McMahon in every corner match, which, according to resident writer Michael Sidgwick, was ravenous piss. And also how it had the likes of The Rock, Triple H, Mick Foley, and The Big Show in it. Well, by the time the game came out, The Big Show had been booted down to OVW to improve as a wrestler, and so THQ had to pick another superstar to fill the role. They chose, out of everyone, Steven Richards. Now, don't get me wrong, I f***ing loved Right to Censor. Their theme song was an absolute belter. Like, I love that bit where it's like, me, 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 me. That was a banger. But he was a mid-carder at best, so to see him here was as humorous as it was head-scratching. And number 1, the Magic Wand, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. One of SmackDown vs. Raw 2007's story paths sees Candice Michelle wielding a magic wand that's capable of changing the player's chosen character into a woman, as well as causing Edge to speak like Daivari and even leading the world's largest love machine to accidentally hit on Triple H. If they'd just put that on the back of the box, this game would have been a GTA and Gran Turismo beta as far as PlayStation sales go. If you've ever wanted to see Triple H touch his feminine curves and deem himself a Ty Dillinger Perfect 10, or hear Edge admit that Trips looks pretty hot as a chick, then this is the game for you. The wand even knocks pro wrestlers out with a simple tap on the head, and it forces Jim Ross to pretend it's credible. It is brilliant. More of this, please. You're welcome.
Hello there, you've made it all the way to the end of the video, and as part of my designated 18 hours of community service, I'm here to tell you that we have a number of other channels available for you to subscribe to, as well as other slightly, possibly not related videos for you to watch. So please do one of the things to my left or right, otherwise I have to pick up leaves on the roadside.